Right now, new developments in the political battle over Wisconsin's voting maps. How a vote today could reshape districts before the 2024 election.
Plus, state Republicans make a move preparing to impeach the new justice on the Wisconsin Supreme Court. Their key arguments to remove her.
And again this morning, we are seeing some fog develop. Some locations visibility is less than a mile, but beautiful weather this afternoon. Some rain chances go up this weekend. We'll have more coming up.
Good morning and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Catherine Merck, filling in for Leah Linscheid while she's on vacation.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast. So Kelly's been telling us about this chance of rain that we could get on Saturday. Badgers play at home, 11 o'clock kickoff.
Right.
You know, it's going to be one of those, the time frame looks pretty good. Maybe a shower early in the morning and then later in the afternoon.
That'd be nice.
So tailgating might be the issue.
All right.
Always an issue here in Madison, isn't it? All right, visibilities this morning are a little bit low, especially along the Wisconsin River Valley, down to a quarter of a mile in Lone Rock and Boscobel. Janesville, we had it at 10 miles last hour. I was looking at the traffic cameras. I really don't see the fog, but at the airport, they are reporting some of that visibility down to 3/4 of a mile. So you might be traveling along, the visibilities look great, and then also you hit some of that fog. So just be aware of that this morning, and as the sun comes up here in the next half hour, if you run in the fog, keep those headlights on so people can see you. 40s right now, 43 in Madison, a chilly start, 41 in Janesville, 30 in Camp Douglas, and also Black River Falls. Likely to see some of that frost this morning with that moisture in the air. We will get into some sun this afternoon after the fog burns off fairly quickly. We'll be in the lower 70s today, upper 70s tomorrow. And there's that chance of some showers. Not going to be a complete all-day rain, but it looks like we do have a pretty good shot of seeing some rain later in the afternoon and Saturday night. We'll detail that coming up here in about 15 minutes. So after the fog burns off, sunshine here at the noon hour, upper 60s, so warmer than yesterday with a southerly wind light at 5 miles per hour. Should be topping out in the low 70s. So a beautiful afternoon. Just have to deal with the fog this morning. Once again, as that sun is coming up, keep those headlights on so people can see you if you are in that fog. A lot of sunshine headed home from school. Temperatures in the lower 70s. Might be able to get rid of the jacket. Talk more about those rain chances and how much we can expect coming up.
Sounds good. Thanks, Kelly. Today, Wisconsin lawmakers will vote on the newly proposed nonpartisan redistricting plan that they want to enact ahead of the 2024 election.
And this bill could change everything about how maps are drawn in Wisconsin, in theory. Our Braden Ross has more.
At least 50% of it looks brand new.
It's 2011, and for Wisconsin's Republican legislature, that means it's time to redraw the state's congressional district boundaries.
You are giving legislators, in effect, the ability to choose their own voters.
And even back then, not everyone is happy with the outcome.
You are turning Wisconsin into Mississippi and Alabama.
Flash forward to today, those 2011 maps have helped Republicans hold on to an overwhelming majority in the legislature, despite razor-thin statewide elections. In 2022, Governor Evers took 51% of the vote, but Republicans kept a 2/3 majority in the assembly. But a new liberal majority on the state Supreme Court is a chance to change that.
Now, for the first time, there's a likelihood, a good chance, that a judge, the Supreme Court, may step in and say, no, you can't do this.
So the Republican legislature has a new plan, going Iowa style.
The Iowa model, which reflects the way that Iowa does its redistricting, is there's actually a state agency that does it. And they create the maps. The legislature has an opportunity to vote the maps up or down.
A new bill introduced this week would make that the standard here in Wisconsin. But not everyone is convinced it'll make a difference.
It would be legislators who would have the final say up or down. And in a way that if the legislators say no enough times, they have the power to draw the maps themselves.
That was our Braden Ross reporting. Governor Evers has already come out strongly against this redistricting plan, saying it's a last-ditch effort by Republicans to retain legislative control.
6:03 now. Assembly Leader Robin Vos says he's created a panel to investigate the criteria for impeaching Supreme Court Justice Janet Protasiewicz. Republicans are targeting her over comments she made during her winning campaign about redistricting and nearly $10 million in donations that she received from the state Democratic Party. The impeachment criteria panel consists of 3 former Wisconsin Supreme Court justices. Vos says he would not name those justices until after their work is completed in the next few weeks.
More than 140,000 auto workers could walk off the job if the United Auto Workers Union and the big three U.S. automakers don't reach a deal by late tonight. So far, union negotiators have rejected offers while demanding a 46% pay increase and other benefits. A potential auto workers strike that lasts 2 weeks could drive up the cost of a new car by 2%. If a strike does happen, the UAW says it won't be all at once. It'll first hit plants that make key components for some of the most profitable vehicles.
Well, this morning, a tropical storm warning is in effect for the island of Bermuda. It's for Hurricane Lee, which is expected to pass by the island today. Hurricane and tropical storm watches are in effect for much of the coastal U.S. Over the next few days, as Lee is expected to head toward the coast. According to the National Hurricane Center, Lee has the potential to bring life-threatening storm surge flooding to parts of Massachusetts on Friday and Saturday. Although it seems the Northeast will get pounded the hardest, Lee is also expected to bring dangerous surf to the Southeast from Florida up through the Carolinas.
The state has settled with an embattled milling company for emissions, record-keeping, and reporting violations. The Joint Finance Committee signed off on a $940,000 settlement with Didion Millen. State inspectors found the violations at its Cambria corn mill in 2019. A grain dust explosion at the mill 2 years earlier killed 5 employees. Didion is also facing federal charges of fraud and conspiracy connected to that explosion. The company insists it was an accident.
Dane County officials have identified the man who died over the weekend while competing in the Ironman. 51-year-old Dax Bakken died from a medical condition while competing in the bike portion of the race. Bakken, a father of 3, is also a veteran who served in Desert Storm. There's a GoFundMe page set up for Bakken's family this morning. So far, it's raised nearly $70,000. You can find a link to that GoFundMe on channel3000.com. Just look for this story. Meantime, Bakken's partner has released a statement. It reads in part, Dax was an incredible human being who lived every day for his family, and with joy and a positive attitude, and with grit and care and love.
The August Consumer Price Index is now out, showing inflation continues to climb, going up by 3.7% compared to last year. That means grocery prices have also gone up. So what can you do as a consumer? Fortunately, many grocery chains regularly run deals on popular products. Grocery store owner Carl Miller out in Verona says take advantage of them when they happen, but you don't need to go overboard.
As a consumer, when these deals come out, buy, you know. But don't buy crazy. Don't buy stuff you're not going to eat.
A smart move for shoppers is to look closely at the price tag on the shelf. Many grocers are now putting extra information on those tags, showing the price per ounce or per count.
A new scam warning from the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau this morning. This time it revolves around cryptocurrency investments on TikTok. The scam promises to turn a few $100 worth of cryptocurrency into thousands in no time. The scammer will then ask you to send them money through a digital service like PayPal or something similar. When you try to get your money back, though, the scammer will claim you have to pay a fee and you won't get any of your money back.
With archery and crossbow deer hunting season starting this Saturday, the Wisconsin DNR wants to ensure hunters stay up to date on some safety matters. The popularity of crossbow hunting has continued growing over the past few decades. That's why the DNR wants to remind hunters to be careful while climbing tree stands. And that also means treating your crossbows like you would a firearm. And if you need to find dumpster locations, the baiting and feeding map, or additional permits, you can find them on the DNR's website.
6:08 coming up, a record-breaking volleyball match for the Badgers. How players say they're leaving a legacy.
And I've got my cup of coffee. We've got the fireplace. Super cozy morning here in the 608. And coming up, we're in Cross Plains, giving you an inside look at the new additions at the Crossroads Coffee House when we come back.
Join Ortho Team Clinic's Dr. Ashish M. Raval on September 14th to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk makes every moment better. with 50% more protein and 50% less sugar, plus a creamy taste that makes that smoothie even smoothier. Fairlife.
Wherever you go, wherever you stay, all you need is one key. Earn and use rewards across Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel protected, you're free to enjoy your dreams. Bundle auto, home, and life and save up to 27%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Why do dermatologists worldwide recommend La Roche-Posay? Effective skincare like La Roche-Posay Double Repair Face Moisturizer delivers double action to help repair skin's barrier and provide 48-hour hydration for healthy-looking skin. La Roche-Posay.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something we're missing. The ceramides in CeraVe. CeraVe with 3 essential ceramides helps restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture and we can feel it long after. CeraVe moisturizers.
You need to lend a helping hand when you wake up. Just know that we're always there.
Dean Health Plan by Medica, right here with you.
Ben, take a seat.
So, what you did earlier, right? Huge mistake. Not signing up for Hilton Honors Points?
You're a business traveler now. Time to start acting like it.
When you want to earn points like it's your job, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
Join Ortho Team Clinic's Dr. Ashish M. Raval on September 14th to learn about the causes of shoulder pain and pain relief options. To register for the free educational talk, visit stoughtonhealth.com and click on Classes and Events.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back this morning. We are checking out the new additions to a popular coffee spot in the 608.
Yeah, Josh Sprider's ventured outside of the metro, and he's in Cross Plains this morning, checking out some gorgeous renovations to a coffee shop there. Hey, Josh.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, you know we love our coffee here dark and early on any morning for News 3 Now this morning, but we've got a special place for you, and they are holding their grand reopening celebration this weekend that you are invited to. Katie Ripp is the owner of Crossroads Coffee House. Katie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh.
So we've got our coffee. I mean, this is the way you want to start any morning, right?
Yes.
You know, this is a dream come true for you. You guys acquired this a few years ago, but you just recently renovated it, and now you guys are ready to have people here.
Yeah, so we opened, well, Crossroads has been open since 2007, so we can't take credit for all of the community pillar that Mary had started. But we bought it from Mary in 2021, and we have just opened and doubled the space here.
You know, this is pretty amazing, and to give people an idea, you obviously opened this up, and your husband helped with a lot of this. You're kind of the dreamer, he's the doer, but really, what was your vision for this place?
Yeah, we just really wanted to expand on what Mary had already built, which was a really great community within Cross Plains, and she had really cultivated a bunch of relationships and volunteered and really was involved in the community, and we just really wanted to expand on that. So we're open a little bit later now, so we're open till 8 o'clock Wednesday through Saturday. 8 p.m. And we open every morning at 6 a.m. So we've got a full day almost every day of caffeinating you.
Oh my, which is important, especially we know that here working the early shift. Obviously, you have your regulars. You have such incredible community support. Your regulars out on the patio already this morning. I mean, that has to be amazing as a business owner.
We are really lucky. We have a great community support here. We've got a lot of educators that come in and support us. The Ice Age Trail headquarters is businesses here, so we get a lot of hikers, a lot of volunteers through here. We do a lot of community events. We've got live music, and so we're trying to bring more people and provide a safe space for everyone.
And also like local ingredients, which I think is huge.
Yeah. So we have always, Mary started that long ago, and we have just followed. So we have Ruby coffee. Almost every day is our medium roast, and they're from Stevens Point. And then Just Coffee actually makes our espressos special for us. We've kept that, and Wonder State coffee as well.
Wonderful. All right, real quick, you're having your grand reopening tomorrow night.
Yes, we're really excited. So we've got Sam Lyons, who's kind of a local celebrity around here, playing live from 5 to 8. We've got cocktails, mocktails, wine, beer, some paninis and soup, and of course our bakery and cakes. And we will be here from 5 until 8 tomorrow night.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
Katie, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Congratulations on this wonderful space. If you'd like to learn more, you can go up to the story on channel3000.com. Catherine and Chris, back to you.
Boy, that place looks really nice. And he mentioned something earlier, or she did, about them having a tutor in the afternoons for kids after school right there at the coffee house. I think that's really interesting. We'll talk to you again here soon, Josh.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out either on social media or email us in the 608 at WISC-TV.com for a chance to be featured.
Kelly Slifka is out on the patio. It's still dark out there here at 6:15. Kelly.
It is, but I'm starting to see a little bit of daylight coming up on the eastern horizon as the sun's coming up. Not coming up until after 6:30, but we should see a lot of sun. We just have to deal with some fog and some very cool temperatures across Dane County right now. Mazomanie down to 41, Waunakee at 42, 43 in Madison, Fitchburg right now 42 as well. Now the fog is not thick here in Madison. In fact, actually I'm seeing clear blue skies, so I don't think we're going to see the fog in Madison per se. But as you go to the west, if you get into one of those valley spots, Janesville, the visibility's been going all over the place. It was down to 3/4 of a mile last half hour, but now it's up to 6 miles. So you may encounter some of that fog this morning. This is what Carla saw in Verona yesterday morning. What a beautiful shot. We do get fog a lot of times this time of the year because of the longer nights, and we have some moisture out there, and that's what creates some of that fog. Visibility is less than a mile for some. Once again, it's not as widespread as what we saw yesterday morning. Temperatures are going to be warming up. Today in the low 70s, tomorrow in the upper 70s, and that's out ahead of a cold front that does bring us some rain chances going into Saturday. It looks like the best chances will be one coming in Friday night, maybe Saturday morning, another shot later Saturday afternoon going into Saturday night. That'll be the best opportunity of seeing some of that rain. Expected a high of 73 today. It's very close to our average, and I don't think it'll be quite as cool waking up tomorrow morning. But look at these numbers. 30 in Camp Douglas, also Black River Falls, 43 in the Dells, Madison at 43, Janesville currently 45. Any fog should burn out fairly quickly this morning. We'll have light winds coming in out of the south. That's going to bring us some warmer temperatures. A lot of sunshine, beautiful afternoon, lower 70s. Friday's going to be mild as well. We'll start to see some clouds rolling in. See that band of rain, that green. We'll see some clouds rolling in, but probably not until after the sun goes down. We'll have some shower chances going up here in the Madison area. May linger into Saturday morning, and then I think we'll get a break from the mid-morning hours into the early afternoon, but another round of some rain expected during the mid-afternoon hours, and that'll be with us right into the evening as this upper-level part of the storm rotates on through. First warm forecast looks great the next couple of days before that chance of rain ramps up Saturday. Sunday, maybe a lingering morning shower, otherwise partly sunny, 70, and then we warm right back up into the mid to upper 70s.
Yeah, not too bad there in the 70s. Got to watch for that rain, though, on Saturday for the game day.
Yeah, we got Badgers in town, obviously taking on Georgia Southern. That's a morning game, starts at 11 o'clock.
All right. Thanks, Kelly. News 3 Now's Coats for Kids campaign is going on right now. We're partnering up once again with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County, trying to get 5,000 kids' coats. So far, we've gotten just about 500 of them. So we've got a ways to go. We can really use your help. So you can drop those off at any Clinky Cleaners location through October 7th. If you don't have a coat, you could always find our Amazon wish list on our website.
It's always a huge match when Wisconsin and Marquette get together, but this one was a record breaker. 17,037 fans were inside Pfizer Forum to witness the I-94 rivalry. That's the most all-time for an indoor regular season match in NCAA history. The Badgers have never lost in Milwaukee to the Golden Eagles, and they were ready in the first set. Devin Robinson and CeCe Crawford welcome Marquette to their block party. And then later, it's MJ Hamill with the quick set to Anna Smrek for the Smrek Smack. She finished tied for a team high with 15 kills. Badgers would win the first set and beat Marquette again, this time in 4 sets. Speaking of Wisconsin volleyball, Kelly Sheffield has coached a lot of big-time players, most recently Dana Retke. But Temi Thomas-Ailara might be the most talented one yet. Meet the Northwestern transfer who has brought Temi time to Madison. We asked Kelly about you. He said he's never had a player do what you do on the volleyball court. When you hear that from your head coach, what goes through your mind?
Honestly, it's really surprising because he's had so many awesome, talented players in the program. But it's super exciting because that's something I want to leave as a legacy here, but it's something I also want to improve at. And I'm just super excited to keep learning and growing with the girls in the gym.
Can you describe Temi time?
I think it's kind of when everything comes together, like great dig, great pass and serve receive, great set from the setter, and then a swing. I think Temi time is just kind of the team coming together and making it happen.
You mentioned Northwestern. You're arguably one of the best players to come out of the program. You have a degree from there. When you go back there later this season as a Badger, what do you think that moment is going to be like?
I think it's going to be nostalgic. I think it's going to be super fun to see the team again and play in Welsh Ryan. I'm super excited for that moment. I know I've been texting a couple girls from the team and we're just like, can't wait to see you. But I think the first thing that's going to happen is the competition. It's going to be competitive, it's going to be fun, but I'm really excited for that moment.
So far, let's go back.
Brewers looking to make it 3 straight over the Marlins. Oops, that pretty much sums up this game. No score in the 5th. Xavier Edwards drops one into the outfield to bring home what will be the game-winning run. Brewers fall 2-0. Good news, though, the Cubs also lost, so the Crew are still up 4 games. And that's it for Morning Sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. Still ahead, good news if you're traveling this fall.
How you can save money on your next trip. That's next.
Your digital source for local news and info for 25 years. Channel 3000.
Don't miss the spectacular September mattress savings at Ashley. Queen mattresses up to 75% off. Get a Serta Perfect Sleeper, 2 pillows, and 4-piece sheet set for only $14 a month. Plus, fast free delivery on in-stock items. Only at Ashley.
Stanley Steamer loves Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Paul Ashik, local owner of Stanley Steamer here in Madison. We've been proudly cleaning your homes and businesses for over 30 years and will continue to keep your carpet, upholstery, area rugs, hard floors, and air ducts clean for many more. We strive to provide the best quality in both the services we provide and the equipment we use. That's why you've trusted us to keep Madison and southwestern Wisconsin homes cleaner, healthier, and more beautiful place to live. Call and book a cleaning today.
Stanley Steamer, it's your home cleaner.
Smiling first can help someone find the courage to do the same.
Save big in your next painting project with the 11% off everything at Menards. DuraClean is an interior paint and primer in one. It comes in a variety of colors and it's washable, scrubbable, and stain resistant. A gallon starts at just $22.95 after rebate. Finish high moisture areas with DuraClean kitchen and bath interior paint. With its mildew resistant coating, it will protect your walls from frequent exposure to water or humidity. Get a gallon for just $33.72 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Choosing a treatment for your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, can be overwhelming. So ask your doctor about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start. It's the #1 prescribed branded chronic migraine treatment. So far, more than 5 million Botox treatments have been given to over 850,000 chronic migraine patients.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
What do we always say, son? Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance.
So you only pay for what you need.
That's my boy. Stay off the freeways. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Don't miss the spectacular September savings at Ashley. Everything is on sale with discounts up to 75% off. Save on sofas, sectionals, bedroom sets, and more. Plus, fast free delivery on in-stock items. All at Ashley.
We're back sharing Cindy's morning with everyone. Kind of spooky.
It's getting that time of the year, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Those trees are losing their leaves kind of early because they're stressed from the drought.
Yeah, I mean,
that one could just be, flat out dead.
But that's, that's pretty.
It's pretty, yeah. Pretty spooky. Kidding. All right, thanks, Cindy, again. Use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media.
Well, good news if you're planning on a fall trip. Air travel will likely be cheaper than it was over the summertime.
Right.
A new report from travel booking app Hopper shows prices are already down from early autumn. Plus, the time from September through October is cheaper in general. And the Federal Reserve predicts the post-pandemic travel surge is winding down. So, good time of year to plan something, I guess.
Who would want to leave Wisconsin, specifically Madison, this time of year?
Yeah, it's about to get pretty.
But I assume does this mean travel into January and February when most of us want to maybe leave Wisconsin, you know?
Now you got me thinking. Hey, good time to get away. People are, I still feel like, trying to catch up from the pandemic on getting some of those trips that we missed out on for a couple of years. Yeah, good stuff. Hey, keep it here, folks. We're going to time out some weekend rain chances still ahead.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we have a non-commissioned sales team, which is a polite way to say we don't really care whether you buy a practical Equinox, the rugged Silverado, or the speedy new Corvette. You've been told no before? Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes.
Wish you had help getting things done. Same. So I got Spectrum One. Fast internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi, all for a great price. Want it? Here's the number.
Call 833-784-4999 to get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Spectrum Internet delivers the fastest download speeds in the nation.
Which helps me run all of this easily. Kids checkups? Scheduled. Work? Bust. Treat dispenser? Treating. And since I'm always on this, unlimited mobile is a no-brainer. Work.
Switch to Spectrum One. 300 megabit internet, unlimited mobile, and advanced Wi-Fi for enhanced security.
Spectrum One. Gets it done.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi, and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-784-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a store today.
Cobeson Buses, now hiring.
I'm Dina Noland. I drive for Cobeson Buses. Working with Cobeson, it's definitely been great because of the flexibility. First day of school for my son, the fact that I get to bring him there and I can just park my bus right on the side and walk in. They don't mind that. They want you to be there for your family.
I've always enjoyed working with kids. The opportunity to transport them in a bus, I enjoy doing it.
Visit Cobeson.com to apply.
At Lawton Cates, your life counts is more than just a slogan. It's connecting you with top medical specialists after a serious injury. It's holding the insurance company responsible for your lost wages and your hospital bills. It's a guarantee that we'll be with you every step of the way and won't accept anything less than the maximum payment you deserve. We'll speak with you for free, and there's no fee until we get results for you. Your life counts. Lawton Cates. Call us today.
Do you trust your insurance agent? Do you trust your insurance company? Well, you'd better. Because all they've really sold you is a promise. A promise to be there when things go bad. A promise to take care of you. To step up and put everything back the way it was. So, if you don't trust your insurance company, maybe it's time to find one you do trust. West Bend. The worst brings out our best.
At Bergstrom Automotive, we're so serious about saying yes to your trade-in, we challenge you to bring us a no. We accept crazy things like old cowboy boots and an old office chair, even that old junkie you didn't think would make it to the parking lot. Join the Bergstrom Automotive family for the yes.
Our goal is not to strike. Our goal is to reach a fair agreement.
We have reached the 11th hour of a showdown between the nation's auto workers and the big three automakers. The key decisions that will be made today.
Plus, reaction from people in Portage to the officers accused of threatening to burn someone's house down.
And looking outside this morning as the sun comes, boy, we got to get that lens cleaned off. It is so dirty out there. No real fog issues this morning, right?
Not here in Madison. We're not seeing any fog developing. There are some patchy areas of fog, but it is chilly. In fact, it's down to 39 where Josh is in Cross Plains, 41 in Middleton, and 43 in Madison. We are looking at some sunshine and warmer temperatures before some rain moves in for the weekend.
All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. On a Thursday, I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Catherine Merkin for Leah Linscheid while she's on vacation. Thanks for having me this morning.
Good to have you. You're going to be here today and tomorrow while Leah's on vacation. Let's get to the weather, because when people step out, man, some of those conditions are temperatures, like you mentioned, are in the 30s this morning.
Yeah, we do have a few locations that have actually dropped into the 30s, even in the Dane County area. In fact, Cross Plains down to 39. It's 44 in Roxbury. Right now, Middleton at 41, 43 here in Madison. So definitely a jacket type warning. But later today, we're going to warm up, and you'll probably be able to shed the jacket as we see the sun come through. Now, we do have some fog. I was taking a look at a traffic camera here near Johnson City. There is a little bit of fog. So if you are traveling to the east into parts of Jefferson County, maybe headed toward the Milwaukee area, you may encounter some of that fog. But right now, the thickest fog is along the Wisconsin River Valley down to a half-mile in Lone Rock, quarter-mile right now in Boscobel. After that fog burns off, we will look at sunshine and temperatures today and tomorrow well into the 70s. So it's going to be a nice couple of days. That's out ahead of a cold front that'll bring us some rain showers. Not great timing, because it looks like that will be impacting our Saturday, and especially Saturday afternoon. So the fog burns off. We'll get into a mostly sunny sky. Should be a beautiful noon hour. Mid to upper 60s. Might be taking off the coat about this time. As you're headed home, we should be in the lower 70s. So a pretty nice afternoon. The winds will be light coming in out of the south. So the kids may have to deal with a little bit of fog in some spots this morning with temperatures in the upper 40s. So definitely jacket weather. Shedding that jacket, though, later today as we climb into the lower 70s with quite a bit of sunshine. More of those rain chances for the upcoming weekend. We'll time it out for you coming up in about 15 minutes.
Badger game's crucial there. Thanks, Kelly. Hey, this morning we are less than 24 hours away from a potential auto workers strike. If that strike happens, it'd be the first time in history UAW strikes all three big auto companies at once. The union president says the union's making some progress at all three negotiating tables, but they are still too far apart on certain priorities. The key issue this morning for the union is that Ford, Stellantis, and General Motors have all rejected UAW's pension and retiree health care proposals.
The big three can afford to immediately give us our fair share. If they choose not to, then they're choosing to strike themselves, and we are not afraid to take action.
Ford said it had made 4 counteroffers and blasted the union, saying the company had not received any genuine counteroffers from the union, adding that they should be working creatively to solve hard problems rather than planning strikes and PR events. Later tonight, the union president will go on Facebook Live to announce which locations could go on strike.
New information, the University of Wisconsin-Madison says it will not cut diversity, equity, and inclusion positions. The student publication, The Daily Cardinal, is reporting UW's vice chancellor for student affairs said no DEI positions would be eliminated at a student government meeting last night. Reeser reportedly said UW cannot back away from the value of diversity in the face of this opposition. The Republican-led Joint Finance Committee withheld $32 million from the UW system earlier this year. Speaker Robin Voss said the system wouldn't get the money back until DEI programs were eliminated.
Today, the Senate will likely vote on firing Wisconsin's top elections official. This is just days after a Republican-controlled committee recommended firing Megan Wolf. That recommendation cleared the way for the firing. Elections observers are concerned about this. They say that firing Wolf before the 2024 general election will encourage election skeptics to harass election officials. Also this morning, we know when Vice President Kamala Harris will visit town. She's going to be headed to UW-Madison on October 4th. The White House says it's part of her Fight for Our Freedoms college tour. The tour will focus on getting young people to the polls for issues like abortion rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and climate change.
A Madison high school student will be in court in October and is facing charges for allegedly attacking his principal. The principal of La Follette High School is dealing with a concussion from the incident. A criminal complaint says it happened on September 8th. An 18-year-old student reportedly threw a water bottle at the principal and then pinned him against a wall and punched him twice. This was after a cab came to pick up the student, and the principal called the student's name over the loudspeaker to let him know that his ride arrived.
Following a story that we brought you this week, 3 members of the Portage Police Department are off the force this morning after threatening to burn someone's house down. It was caught on this video. The city's police chief condemned the behavior of the employees and said that the behavior does not reflect the standards of the department. We went to the community of Portage to get some reaction from folks.
It makes me feel scary, you know, it makes me want to just get out of the area, you know, because that type of stuff I don't want my kids dealing with, and I don't want to deal with that type of stuff. And I feel for the people who, well, the parents and the family members that went through that situation.
We have asked the Portage mayor for comment on this story, but have yet to hear back.
This is a look at the GoFundMe page for the UW student who was sexually assaulted downtown last week. The RCC Sexual Violence Resource Center, formerly known as the Rape Crisis Center, made this fund. They've raised more than $27,000 with a goal of $50,000. All the funds will go toward helping the survivor and her family cover the cost of treating her injuries. The center says she could be looking at a long-term recovery process. If you would like to donate, you can find that link to the GoFundMe on channel3000.com.
State health officials expect this year's respiratory season to be roughly similar to last year's for both flu and COVID. This is after federal officials approved the latest update to the COVID-19 vaccine this week. To prepare for the season, health department officials are calling on Wisconsinites to make a plan and get that vaccine as soon as possible.
It's of course difficult to predict. We may find new variants that emerge halfway through the respiratory virus season, but the models that have looked at what is likely to be expected based on what we've observed in the past have led CDC to say that we should expect roughly similar levels of flu activity and COVID-19 activity as we did in the most recent year, 2022-23.
The current rate of hospitalizations in Dane County due to COVID is relatively low, but to be prepared, the newest COVID vaccine should be available at some retail pharmacies like CVS sometime soon.
The best tap water in Wisconsin is in the city of Janesville. Public water utility systems from across the state converged in Madison for Wisconsin's best tasting tap water contest, and Janesville was awarded the winner. Happening at the Monona Terrace yesterday, a diverse panel of water connoisseurs critically evaluated each water sample that was provided. An important rule, the water must be room temperature to compete, as the temperature has a tendency to mask the natural flavor.
Every judge has a little different palate. They have a little different personal preference, taste. You know, so it's unique to them, but typically it's what leaves them feeling refreshed and like no aftertaste or anything along those lines.
Janesville will now go on to represent Wisconsin in the national competition for a chance to earn the title of North America's best tasting tap. That competition takes place next June in Anaheim, California. Congrats, Janesville.
What a title. Well, news through now, channel3000.com, giving away tickets to a rodeo this weekend. Bulls, Bands, and Barrels making its first appearance, the Alliant Energy Center Saturday. It's a mix of country music and bull riding. You can head to channel3000.com for your chance to win. And then we're going to be live there tomorrow morning. Josh Breider is going to be in the 608 at the Alliant Energy Center, giving us a preview of what to expect. Kelly?
Start to our morning temperatures in the 40s, many locations, even some 30s. It's going to be nice, though, this afternoon through Friday, but we do have some rain chances this weekend. We'll time it out for you. The first warm forecast just ahead.
And we're live in the 608 this morning, checking out a popular coffee shop this morning. We are in Cross Plains, where people are already enjoying their coffee and getting ready for their day. We're right back after this. Stick around.
Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture. This awesome reclining sectional comes with a free recliner. How about a Lazy Boy recliner as low as $398? Do not miss this one.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
Spectrum brings us Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
Switch to Spectrum One and get internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile. Call 1-833-685-4999.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
I know what it's like to perform through pain. If you're like me, one of the millions suffering from pain caused by migraine, Nurtec ODT may help. It's the only medication that can treat a migraine when it strikes and prevent migraine attacks. Treat and prevent all in one.
Don't take if allergic to Nurtec. Allergic reactions can occur even days after using. Most common side effects were nausea, indigestion, and stomach pain.
We're in this together. Talk to a doctor about Nurtec ODT.
Dear Sharp Curves, Toyota has more all-wheel drive sedans than any other brand. We got traction, baby.
Get 3.99% APR for 48 months on many of Toyota's most popular models. Toyota. Let's go places.
I don't know how it's all gonna fit.
Action!
Now at Slumberland, $9.99 gets you a lot. Like a Sealy Posturepedic mattress and an adjustable power base, both just $9.99. Need a twin? Get a Sealy starting at just $129. The huge Labor Day mattress sale. Only at Slumberland.
News 3 Now's Call for Action has settled hundreds of area consumer disputes, but we can't do it without our dedicated team of volunteers. Would you like to join us? Contact Call for Action by phone or visit channel3000.com to fill out an application. It all comes down to the final drive. News 3 Now brings you the big play highlights and scores from Southern Wisconsin high school football action. Don't miss the final drive, Fridays on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back this morning. We are checking out the new additions to a popular coffee spot in the 608.
Josh Breider is hanging out with the folks in Cross Plains this morning and taking a look at some of those renovations that look really good, Josh.
Yeah, you guys, this is an incredible space. We are at Crossroads Coffee House this morning where it's already really busy. Take a look at the regulars that have been out here since 6 o'clock this morning. And yes, they're outside. Temperatures in the 40s isn't stopping this crew. And these are the people that really love a place like this. Katie Ripp is the owner. Katie, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh. Thanks for coming.
Yes. Oh, my gosh. So they were like even a couple of minutes before 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
This crew was off and going, which, I mean, with coffee like this, who doesn't want to do
right.
that?
Yeah. These guys are dedicated, and we absolutely love them.
You know, that's what makes Cross Plains so special for you guys, especially as business owners, and it keeps you going every day.
Yeah, absolutely. We could not do this without customers, and we have a very loyal fan base, which is amazing, but also a huge shout out to our staff. We've got kind of a skeleton crew running over the next couple of weeks after the kids went back to school, so we have some amazing baristas, and we also could not do it without them.
So you guys are getting ready for your big grand reopening this weekend, and super excited to share this space, which is completely transformed.
Yeah, so we have been able to double the space. So we took over what used to be Keep Botanicals. It was a esthetician skincare place. Retail, they've now moved to Fort Atkinson. But since we have purchased the building in 2021, we were able to take over that space and double the actual square footage.
Which is huge because obviously you're a popular place already, but now you're also expanding your hours too to kind of get different parts of the day.
Yeah, I think people are ready to get back out there after the pandemic too, and so we added some comfy seating, and we are looking really forward to some live music and doing some more community events. events. We've been really lucky to have a great partnership with the Ice Age Trail headquarters right here in Cross Plains. So we get a lot of hikers, some seminars in here. So we really would love to expand our gathering space.
You know, you have a huge following of educators, which is pretty unique because you're going to have a tutor program. Talk a little bit about that.
So Wednesdays and Thursdays starting in October, because we don't think anybody's got homework yet. But we are bringing in a tutor from 5 until 7 p.m. And we're just going to have them sit here and be available if anybody needs help with homework or needs help with test preparation or anything.
That's amazing. You know, I mean, because this is special. This is like a family for you guys.
Yeah, we have been really lucky to have this space, but also we're kind of in that season of our own kids our oldest is a freshman and our youngest is a 6th grader, so we're ready to sort of offer that space for just the community as a whole. There's really not a lot of places for that age group in town, so we wanted to create that space.
I love that. All right, so the grand reopening event happening tomorrow night. Hit us with the details.
So 5 to 8 p.m. we'll have live music by Sam Lyons. So he'll be set up right here. It's open for everyone to come and just enjoy the space. We've got cocktails, mocktails, beer, wine, of course, coffee, espresso. Our full bar will be open, and also some sandwiches and soup.
Wonderful. Speaking of coffee, I think you got to cut me off.
Me too. I'm done for the day.
This has been a lot of fun, but I can tell that caffeine started to hit me. Cheers, Katie.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for the tour this
Josh.
morning. And if you'd like to learn more about Crossroads Coffee House, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. You might know this location. Creekside Scoop is right next door. We featured them. Katie is also the owner of that. So this is a wonderful spot to be able to check out here in Cross Plains, guys. Back to you.
That coffee must be good for, you know, those people to be out on the patio in these chilly temperatures.
Yeah, nice morning for coffee. Josh, don't you love
Isn't that amazing?
Don't you love going to communities like this outside of the metro?
It's amazing to be able to see like these small towns, right? Like they really get behind local businesses, and you have these regulars that make this happen every single day. So this is what we're here for. And again, we're always looking for story ideas like this, especially hitting those local businesses.
All right, well, thanks, Josh.
Don't forget to let Josh know what inspires you. If you have somewhere you think you should check out, here's how to get a hold of him on social media or shoot him an email.
Kelly Slivka is now on the weather patio with your First Warn weather forecast. Kelly?
Yeah, chilly this morning. I definitely need the jacket. These longer nights, obviously temperatures drop quite a bit. And we've got some of the coolest temperatures we've had so far this season. Cool. But we do have some fog, not as much as what we saw yesterday morning. This was Peggy over in Blue Mountains. What a beautiful shot with that sun coming up and that fog slowly starting to disperse. Now, I'm not seeing any fog here in the backyard here at the station on the southwest side of Madison, but some areas may see a little bit of fog. And if you have any photo you'd like to submit to us, just email it at firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, or you could use our First Warn weather app, and it's an easy click, and that sends it to us, and we'll try to feature those on our newscast. All right, we don't have the fog here in Madison. Well, I guess you can see right near the ground. If you can look down there, you can see a little bit of that fog, but it's really confined to some of those valley spots this morning. 73 expected today, pretty close to our average of 74. Most of the fog is confined to the Wisconsin River Valley, but as I saw on our sky cam, some of those low spots might see some of that fog, so you might be cruising along and you'll be fine, and then also you hit a dip in the road, you might see some of that fog. Reducing the visibility is less than a mile. This will be dispersing here fairly quickly this morning, and temperatures are going to be warming and warming over the next couple of days. However, we do have a chance of some rain. Later Friday night, that'll continue on Saturday. Not all day rain Saturday, but we are expecting some rain. As far as how much we can expect Friday night into Saturday, about a quarter-inch looks to be pretty common. Some isolated spots may be picking upwards of a half of an inch, while other locations a little bit less than that. Right now it's down to 31. They've been below freezing in Black River Falls and Camp Douglas for several hours this morning. It's 41 in the Dells, 43 in Madison, 45 in Janesville, 49 right now in Monroe, 46 in Mineral Point. Across Dane County, we've had some 30s. In fact, Sauk City right now at 37, Cottage Grove 37, Oregon 39, Stoughton at 39, Verona 39 as well. So after the fog burns off, it should be warming up, and it's going to be a really nice afternoon. I don't think you'll need the jacket later this afternoon. The winds will be light out of the south, bringing us warmer temperatures and plenty of sunshine to go with that. Now, Friday will start off dry, and we'll see sun. Some clouds rolling in during the late afternoon. That's out ahead of that front. That may bring us some rain already by 8, 9 o'clock. It looks like into the Madison area. Some showers with that band moving through. Then we'll get a break I think up until the early afternoon hours, then another chance of some rain developing. It looks like by Saturday afternoon. That may be impacting the later part of the Badger game, of course, in town. 11 o'clock kickoff, but not getting done with until 2:30 in the afternoon. First warm forecast, 73 today with the fog burning off quickly this morning, 77 tomorrow. There's that chance of rain Friday night. That'll continue into Saturday. Cool it down a little bit Sunday, but then we warm it right back well into the 70s much of next week.
All right. Thanks so much, Kelly. News 3 Now's Coats for Kids campaign is back. We are partnering with the Boys and Girls Club. We're trying to get 5,000 kid-sized winter coats. So far, we've received almost 500, but we're just getting started here. If you have any gently used coats, you can drop them off at any Clinky Cleaners in our area through October 7th. If you don't have a coat to donate, you can find information on our Amazon wish list that's on our website.
Coming up in the morning sprint, what's next for a program that keeps hundreds of thousands of people from being deported?
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are 8-ounce Hy-Vee Choice Reserve New York Strips, just $4.99. Dull Bananas, just 39 cents a pound. And Frito-Lay Party-Size Snacks, just $3.88. Only at Hy-Vee.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Need help turning your house into the home you love? We're celebrating you with a customer appreciation sale through September 30th. So you can find the perfect hardwood carpet and tile at a price you'll love. H&R Carpets and Flooring, Wanakee.
To everyone who's hungry for something special,
Culver's is the place for us. Hi, what can I make fresh for you today?
It's nice being greeted by people who are glad to see you. And I appreciate that they use real ingredients, like fresh beef and Wisconsin cheese. The frozen custard is so fresh and creamy, it tastes like it was made just for us.
It's our pleasure.
Just spending time with family, that's what mealtime at Culver's is all about.
From Wisconsin with love, welcome to Delicious!
Your Broadway wish is granted at Disney's Aladdin. Audiences and critics agree Aladdin is fabulous and extravagant. With unforgettable music and sensational dance numbers, it's exactly what you wish for. Get your tickets today and see for yourself the breathtaking spectacle that only Disney can deliver.
At Overture Center, October 10th through 15th. Tickets at overture.org.
L'Oreal Paris Hyaluronic Acid Serum. Our highest concentration of pure hyaluronic acid. Wrinkles are less visible by up to 47%. Want to see how it works?
This box represents your skin. This is a macro hyaluronic acid molecule, so they sit on top of the skin to smooth and hydrate. This is a micro hyaluronic acid molecule. It penetrates more deeply into skin to plump.
Hyaluronic Acid Serum by L'Oreal Paris.
We're worth it.
In need of home repairs? From stairs and railings to roofing and plumbing, Habitat Dane County works alongside families to ensure safe, stable housing for years to come. Qualifications are based on income, need, and willingness to partner. Don't delay. Apply today.
Save big at Wanakee Furniture ETC. Choose an Amish handcrafted sofa from our showroom or let our design experts customize a look for you during the Smith Brothers factory authorized sale.
Save big on quality Smith Brothers furniture
at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are Hy-Vee pasta sauce, just 98 cents. Select Coke products, just $4.99. And Chobani Greek yogurt, 10 for $10. Plus a 10-cent fuel saver. Only at Hy-Vee.
Donate kids' winter coats at Clinky Cleaners during Coats for Kids.
6:53 time for the morning sprint.
Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says he's created a panel to investigate the criteria for impeachment of a state Supreme Court justice. The panel consists of 3 former Wisconsin Supreme Court justices. Vos has not named them. He says they are not being paid and will probably complete their jobs within the next few weeks.
University of Wisconsin-Madison official says the school will not cut diversity, equity, and inclusion positions. Student publication The Daily Cardinal is reporting the Vice Chancellor for Student Affairs made that statement last night at a student government meeting. It comes after the Joint Finance Committee withheld $32 million from the UW system over DEI programs.
Today, the Senate will likely vote on firing Wisconsin's top elections official. This comes days after a Republican-controlled committee recommended firing her. Governor Evers says this is an abuse of power. Elections observers say they're concerned this will further encourage skeptics who have already harassed elections officials over the 2020 election.
A scam alert from the Wisconsin Better Business Bureau. Scammers are out there promising to turn a few $100 of cryptocurrency into thousands in no time. This is all stemming from a viral video on social media. Scammers then ask you to send them money digitally through services like PayPal. Then, when you try to get the money back, the scammer claims you have to pay a fee. When you pay the fee, you don't get even your original money back.
People in Portage are frightened this morning after a video from the weekend shows 3 members of the police department threatening to burn a house down. All 3 were fired. The Portage police chief condemned their actions. The 3 were arrested on Sunday. We've reached out to the Portage mayor for comment, but haven't heard back yet.
We now know when Vice President Kamala Harris is going to head to town. She will be at the University of Wisconsin on October 4th. The White House says it's part of her Fight for Our Freedoms college tour. The tour will focus on getting young people to the polls for things like abortion rights, LGBTQ+ rights, and climate change.
The United Auto Workers could go on strike at midnight. That's when the workers' contract expires. This would be the first time in history the union strikes all 3 big auto companies. The union is demanding a 46% pay raise over the next 4 years. If the strike happens, some suppliers may need to shut down or lay off workers.
A federal judge says the Obama-era Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, or DACA, is illegal. The judge didn't order an immediate end to the program, so there's no impact to current beneficiaries. But the issue will likely head to the Supreme Court for a final decision. The Biden administration has already come out against the ruling. Kelly?
All right, good morning. Coming up on 7 o'clock, as we are still watching some of this fog, especially off to the west as you get into the Wisconsin River Valley, but also some of the river valleys in western parts of Dane County. Areas to the west might see some of that fog this morning. Chilly, one of the coolest mornings we've had so far this season. We're in the upper 30s and 40s here locally. But after that fog burns off, it's going to be a beautiful afternoon as temperatures climb into the mid-60s here at the noon hour, lower 70s later today. So that's going to be warmer than where we were yesterday. As we climb into low 70s today, should be a beautiful afternoon for us. Another decent day tomorrow. Some clouds roll in tomorrow afternoon. That'll bring us a chance of rain Friday night into Saturday.
Thanks, Kelly. We're back with the news and weather update in 30 minutes.